dear students, welcome to another geography class, and in my geography series I am discussing about the earth, various features of earth, and today we will understand longitude and latitude, two very important terms that are connected with the location of earth and location of any points in earth. These are the coordinates. What are the coordinates? Coordinates used to specify any point's location or to describe any point's location on earth. It may be any forest, any city, any water body, or any village, any country that can be explained. Their position can be explained with the help of this longitude and latitude, that are the coordinates that where it is in on earth. And first we will understand what is latitude, and before understanding the latitude and longitude we have to know two more important terms, that are the equator and the prime meridian. We have to understand the equator and prime meridian to understand this latitude and longitude. Then first we will know that what is equator and prime meridian. These are the reference lines. Reference lines for what? For the global coordinates, and from which we can calculate the global coordinate, and these are used as the standard or the reference lines to define the location on earth. And first we will know what is equator. It is the imaginary line that divides earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, and it passes or runs through the middle of the earth, that is the around the middle of the earth. So it equally divides earth into two parts. The upper one is northern hemisphere and lower one is southern hemisphere, and it is also known as the 0 degree latitude, from which we can calculate the latitude, and it is at the 0 degree latitude, and it is the longest line in latitude, and all the latitude lines are parallel to this line. And the regions along the equator, that is the middle of the earth, experience tropical type of climate. Why? Because it is more exposed to the sun. The sunlight, it gets the maximum of sunlight. That's why the climate along the equator is the tropical climate. Then we will know what is prime meridian. Like equator, it is an imaginary. It runs vertically from North Pole to South Pole, passing through Greenwich, England. This prime meridian is passes through it. It is imaginary, but it passes through the city Greenwich, that is in England, and it divides Earth into Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere. Like this equator that was dividing into Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere, it divides Earth into two hemispheres, that is one is western part, another is eastern part. And it is like equator, it is located at 0 degree longitude, that was in 0 degree latitude, and it is in 0 degree longitude, and asked as a starting point to measure the longitude. And Knoll Island in earth is a location at which there is 0 degree latitude and 0 degree longitude. It is the point where the prime meridian and the equator intersect each other. Now we will understand what is latitude and longitude. Latitude is the measurement that measures how far or south, north or south a point is from the equator, that is that ranges from 0 degree at equator to 90 degree at to the north, or 90 degree to the south. The upper part of the equator are the north part, and the lower part of the equator are the southern part, and it ranges from 0 degree to 90 degree north and 0 degree to 90 degrees south. And these lines of latitudes are the parallel to the equator, and they runs horizontally, and the longest line in latitude is the equator itself. Then comes the longitude. It measures how far east or west is a point from the prime meridian. Prime meridian is taken as a standard or the reference line, and how far a point is in the east direction or in the west direction of prime meridian. So it ranges from 0 degree at prime meridian to 180 degree in east or 180 degree in west. It can range from 0 degree to 180 degree, and it runs north to south, that is vertically from pole to pole. The latitudes run horizontally and the longitudes run vertically, and the latitudes measures distance from north to south, and longitudes measure distance from east to west. These are two very important terms used in geography of Earth, and both these coordinates are used together to point out the exact location of any place on the Earth. In Google Map or anything else, it is very important to know these coordinates to calculate any point's exact location on Earth. These are the mapping of the Earth: longitude, latitude, and equator and prime meridian. This is all for today. We will discuss some more geographical features in my coming videos. Thank you.